So, Elvis finally comes to Blu-ray in 4K this coming Tuesday, and if you're curious as to whether or not you should add this to your 4K collection, well, stay tuned. So let's get into it. Hello friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side, a place to live, talk, and buy movies. And yeah, time to talk some Elvis, because, there's a movie, and, that's kind of what we do around here. But, anywho, big thank you to Warner Brothers for sending me an early copy for review, but my opinions are still 100% my own, so don't start with me. Personally, I really enjoyed Baz Luhrmann's Elvis. It is a high-energy, bombastic retelling of Elvis's rise to fame, while also exploring the man behind the curtain. The selling point is absolutely Austin Butler as Elvis Presley himself. The man just completely loses himself in the role and just perfectly portrays the showman and the troubled, insecure sides of Elvis. The movie can be a little bit overwhelming at times, mainly with director Baz Luhrmann's, eccentric editing style and a somewhat questionable performance by Tom Hanks in a fat suit, but that's enough of my masterful critique. How does the 4K itself hold up? Well, let's get into it. The box art has Elvis front and center with an excellent use of shiny material on the slipcover. Oh, that's very shiny. The discs themselves, however, are incredibly basic looking. I was kind of hoping at least like one of the discs would be just Tom Hanks' double chin face just staring at you. It also comes with a flyer for Graceland, Elvis's home, which you can go and visit right now. So, maybe do that. Would have been cool if there was like a coupon or something, but still. As far as the picture and sound goes, the 4K looks absolutely fantastic, bringing every scene to life in its own unique way, whether you're talking about the more muted colors of Beale Street or the incredibly vivid lights of 1960s Las Vegas. That's where I live! Not to mention, every single musical number in this movie sounds incredible on the 4K disc, so it's sure to be a satisfying audio experience, whether or not you have a giant sound system or just the basic speakers on your TV. So, overall, I'm gonna give the picture and sound a gold unboxing machete. And as far as bonus content goes, you get featurettes ranging from 7 to 20 minutes, quickly exploring the process of bringing the movie to life, whether it be casting Austin Butler as Elvis, or delving into the production design of the various decades on display. So even though the bonus features are pretty basic, you still get to learn some cool tidbits here and there, like how they used actual 1950s lenses to shoot the stuff in the 50s, and then switched over to anamorphic lenses for the 60s. Or apparently how a friend of Austin Butler's pretty much manifested him getting the role of Elvis a good 2 weeks before the movie was even announced. All because Austin Butler was singing along to Blue Christmas in the car. It's the little things you gotta watch out for. So for those reasons, I'm gonna give the bonus content a silver unboxing machete. So before we wrap things up here, I asked you guys in my community tab what your thoughts on this movie were, so let's see what you cool kids wrote. From Eddie's Films and Stuff, I thought it was fine, Austin Butler was great, Tom Hanks felt out of place, and I thought his casting was an awkward choice. The editing was also disjointed in my opinion, still a solid movie, and entertaining enough. I mean, definitely without a doubt, Austin Butler is what makes this movie work so incredibly well, and I'm not quite as negative on Tom Hanks' casting in this movie. It is a little unusual, but also it's kind of cool to see him play a more villainous role, because he's usually, he's usually Tom Hanks, what else can I say? And finally, from Nick's Collecting Crusade, never saw it. Oh, okay. I kind of wanted to because I like watching new movies, but I'm not the biggest Elvis fan, and the movie was pretty long. I'm sure it was good though. I mean, you're definitely right about the long part. It is about 2 hours and 45 minutes, which is, a lot of time, but also you are trying to tell the story of one of the most iconic performers of all time, so, you kind of gotta take your time a little bit, but you should definitely check it out though if you get the chance. So overall, this is a great looking movie to own in 4K. The movie's style is definitely not gonna be for everybody, but if you did legitimately like it, then absolutely I recommend picking this up. And if you're still on the fence whether or not to see it, own it, whatever, I think it's definitely worth it just for this guy's performance alone. Just Worth the 30 bucks right there. And of course, I am going to give away my digital code for this movie, so if you want to potentially win this super hound doggy code, then comment down below which musical artist you think should get a biopic next, whether it be somebody a little more contemporary, or maybe a classic artist from decades ago that maybe hasn't gotten the proper cinematic treatment. Whoever it is, comment down below, and in about 24 hours or so, I'll pick the winner. Anywho, so if you want to see some more Blu-ray reviews from me, I got a playlist for that right over here. Or if you want to see what YouTube recommends you watch me next, you can check out that video right down there. And of course, subscribe if you live talking by movies, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.